Hello, and we're back. David Kolmer here. I have another guest on the show. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Mike Mowad. I am the manager of documentation and training for a company called Docuvera. Docuvera is a structured component authoring program that's created specifically for pharmaceutical companies.
And you work in learning management system, right? LMS?
Correct. I'm
Okay,
responsible for all of the e-learning and the LMS that we provide to our customers.
great. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to join me on this. The cards that he selected first were science and logic, and then also building and design. Why do you think that you ended up with these cards specifically? You said you had something to say about that.
Well, I guess it's because the overarching mission of our LMS is to be able to deliver customized training to customers based on their role while keeping track of 4 software releases a year and different customers being on different software courses. So we have, I think, around 27 modules
Okay.
that could be that could be a part of 12 courses in 6 learning paths.
Wow. It's
And
complicated.
it's quite a challenge to keep everything everything organized and the right customers on the right releases of the software.
Fantastic. Well, looking further into mechanics and design, we're talking about building and design here. Was there ever a design trade-off that challenged you? Looking at speed versus depth, or fun versus fidelity, or length versus quality.
Right.
Is there a dichotomy there that ever popped up in your work, do you think?
Well, because of the resources that we have and the
Uh-huh.
amount of updates to the software and the granularity of the modules, I wish there were more time to do things a little bit more creatively, maybe
Okay.
incorporate some games, but we pretty much just rely on simulating our software. So most of the learning modules, they start out with overviews and some page turners, but the heart of the training is really all a recreation of the software
Okay.
and what we call tours, where they're interactive tours
Mhm.
where we tell the user certain things and then we ask the user to click on things within the interface. I think
Okay.
there's probably room to do things maybe a little bit more creatively, or maybe even add some games and things like that. It's just we just don't have the time to
Yeah.
do it because of the rapid nature of the development and the delivery.
Right. So you think the main reason that you haven't found time to build game enhanced learning into it is just a matter of time?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. And also, I worry that, I mean, right now, to go through one of our most complex learning paths would be take someone taking 6 hours to to completely learn. I mean, that's not
That's
a
a lot
lot.
of
That
time.
it
That is a
is,
lot
but
of seat time.
it replaces 4 days of instructional led training.
Okay.
And then the least amount would be an hour, and it's
Uh-huh.
pulling teeth getting people to commit to those.
Yeah.
For an
Sure.
entire software platform that's going to change the way that you do all your business processes. So
Mhm.
I don't think it's a lot of time, but a lot of people do think it's a lot of
Oh, I
time. So
totally
I'm just
understand.
worried that if we put games and things in there, people would lose patience
Ah.
for the type of audience that we're hitting with this.
So with that in mind, could you still walk me through maybe one design choice that you worked on that you're proud of?
hmm
Does that bring anything to mind or anything surface with that idea?
I think one design choice that we made to streamline things better in the beginning, when we started creating modules, we would have a full blown demo where you would watch a demonstration of somebody doing something in the
Mm,
system. And then there would be an exercise, which was a mimic of the demo, except it would require the user to interface with the system.
sure.
When people were saying that it was too long and they were
Yeah.
finding it cumbersome to watch it and then to do it, we made a creative choice to combine those things into what are called tours, where it's
Okay.
some demo and some interactivity. And our
Nice.
customers really like that. We had to reconfigure all of our demos and exercises.
I could see why though, because
Yeah,
they see it happen, they get to apply it right away. Am I wrong?
yeah,
Or
exactly.
I could see
So
that being
that's
a
something
win.
that I was pretty
Yeah.
proud of.
I'm happy for you. That's fantastic. So is there any small ritual that a team could put into place like next week to kind of adopt that sort of process or that sort of principle?
Right. Well, I think you have to be diligent in planning out your modules and the granularity and
Mhm.
your learning paths.
Yeah,
It takes almost longer to do that than to
right.
actually create the training
That makes
itself
sense.
and to
Okay.
keep track of that. We keep track of it in spreadsheets. I wish we could keep track of it in our LMS, but our LMS, it's a good LMS. We like the platform that we chose, but there's not a huge amount of customization that can be done with like like a big platform like Docebo, or like
Sure.
there's a couple other ones where,
I'm
there's an
familiar.
infinite amount of ways that you can customize it. So we have to work within the parameters of the LMS. So
Mhm.
we have to keep track of all of our modules and learning paths and spreadsheets, and then implement them in the LMS.
Well, great. Is there anything that you wish I would have asked that I didn't? Anything else you'd
No,
like to add?
no, I think I'm good.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Likewise.